incredibly excited for the movie, right? Banglasia 2.0. The movie that has been banned for 5 years because it contains like really sensitive stuff. So this time, because 5 years later, a different government, a different tone for the censorship board, so they decided to release it. But there is 7 cuts to it, and I heard there's an ending, a different ending, definitely going to be exciting. So it's been waiting for 5 years, finally it's the day, right? Let's go! This video is definitely made for myself. I'm trying to understand the entire context behind this movie as well as his vision for directing it, understand all those references and why is it banned for the past 5 years in Malaysia. So let's go! Since this movie was filmed 5 years ago, you definitely need a bit of context for watching it. So remember, it happened in 2013. Back at the time, it was a different political landscape. There is a standoff going on in Sabah and also a lot of fears and concern over public safety, especially during nighttime in Malaysia as well. So you definitely need the context of 2013 because a lot of the jokes is referencing the things that happened back in the time. It also makes fun of Malaysians' love for Hat Yai. So this movie review is gonna be really objective. So we're gonna touch on 4 points that I think make a movie great. Those 4 points are basically the story, the meaning, production, as well as impact. In other words, how you remember it, right? Let's go for the story first. It is a comedy movie, but for the story, it uses a simple countdown. So it has 48 hours. We are counting back in time as well as like revealing characters through flashbacks. The director uses a lot of symbols in the form of guns, tattoos to actually reveal the characters as well as reveal all the backstories. The humor side of it is definitely subjective, so we understand why it is only for 18 and above because it touches all those dirty jokes. But if you understand Nim Wee, he doesn't actually say the curse word, but he says words that sound like curse words. The meaning of the movie is basically about unity as well as the perception of foreign workers in Malaysia. One of the reasons that he had a Bangladesh worker as the main character is back then at the time 2013, public opinion of them is really bad. Some even turned violent towards them because of the issue of them voting in the general election. So in New York Film Festival, he actually talks about
after the election 2 years ago, Malaysians hate Bangladesh because Malaysian people think they are voting.
Oh, like fake voting.
Yeah, so they're like kind of discriminating them. But for me, since I was young, at 15 years old, I work with Bangladeshi. I know they are not like that kind of people. They're not because of money. They just don't understand why people sending them to vote. And people say the government giving them IC, the IC, and ask them to vote for the government. But the IC is fake. It's fake IC. So the Bangladeshi also got cheated by the government. So I think this is not their fault because I know them. I work with them many years.
Right.
Yeah. I work in the furniture factory when I was very young.
he actually used that as a motive to make this movie and give perspective of the foreign worker coming to Malaysia to work in pursuit of a better life for their family back home. So you can see flashbacks about childhood, his skills and jobs he worked throughout his time in Malaysia. He wants the viewers to understand their suffering as well as their hopefulness for coming to Malaysia to seek a better lifestyle. So that is the meaning. I think it's really direct, and he has many sub-themes such as unity. There is a scene in the martial art temple or martial art academy where he talks about race. So he definitely wants to unite all races and don't just discriminate based on the people's color or skin or whatever race they're from, okay? So it's okay to learn cultures or maybe pick up values from different people and don't just look at them based on their skin color or based on their racial profiles or stereotypes. So he definitely wants to unite Malaysian people. Let's talk about production. If you know his style, you do expect his use of fast cuts as well as wide angle shots throughout the film. The movie was filmed on the red camera, so you can expect good quality, good color going on throughout the entire film. I think the acting, as well as all the lightings, the sound effects, everything is on point. I don't see any flaw. Acceptable for me. One original thing about the movie are the musics that he wrote. The last point, let's talk about the memorability or the impact they left on the viewers. For me, myself, some of the scenes I really like and I think is impactful is definitely the use of flashbacks. So the tattoo scene is definitely memorable. After watching the movie, I definitely struggled to understand some of the reference as well as the jokes. So I dig deep and did a bit of research doing what happened in 2013. To actually I watched Namewee's 5 cutscenes that he uploaded to YouTube. In the video itself, he talks about the 5 cuts that he removed in order to lift the ban for this movie and to be shown in public for the first time. The 5 cuts, 3 of which I understand is because of the sexual implicit that's regarding to homosexual, as well as also making like dirty moves or sexual moves in the movie. Malaysia is definitely really sensitive towards to this topic, so I understand why they censor it or remove it. One about the cut advertisement is actually a joke referencing the public's perception of foreign workers voting in the general election of the year 2013. The final cut is poking fun at the public perception of safety in Malaysia. So it is making fun by using comparison of Singapore versus Malaysia. So there's a brief sentence that they say Singapore is very safe, something like that. So definitely is referencing to the public opinion of public safety at the time in 2013. Looking back at the news at the time, there is a lot of crime happening throughout, which made a lot of concerns for going out late at night, so people actually would stay at home back in the year 2013. Those are the things that are uncovered to actually make sense of the movie as well as the jokes that they reference inside the movie Banglasia 2.0. My conclusion for this movie and overall summary of it, I think it is a good movie to watch if you like his work, you like his jokes, and as well as his style of editing. It is an acquired taste, meaning you have to know the director's vision as well as sense of humor to actually enjoy yourself. If you don't, I suggest you watch some of his videos as well as listen to some of his songs before watching it. But other than that, it is a great local made film. With that said and done, I enjoyed it. I'm out.
I still got hope. I still got hope, right? I'm waiting for someone, you know, maybe to change how the PM can change or something. I'm still waiting for it. Now it's very close, you know. Every day I watch newspaper, I'm very happy, you know. I will submit again. If the day he goes down, I will submit again. I change another title, maybe Malay Gla, you know. I will submit again.